This is our 6th annual Juneteenth celebration.
Looks like you lost another one.
Spirit of love over this place, Lord God.
Major shout out to all of our sponsors, our vendors, our volunteers, and anyone who has put a hand into the success of this event.
Hey, support Juneteenth.
Greetings. I'm excited to suggest to you strongly that you help us here in Columbia, Tennessee celebrate
Columbia, I want to
Juneteenth
encourage all of you to come and
2022.
celebrate Juneteenth on Saturday, June 18th at Riverwalk Park in downtown Columbia. Come support your businesses, your vendors, and your local artists. Please help us support this community give back. Support Juneteenth.
We cannot do this without our community. We hope that we make Juneteenth a part of your family tradition.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Okay, let me get Drika added. Hey, everyone.
Hey,
Wave at y'all.
guys. Hey, my people.
There we go.
Hey,
Hey,
Queen.
Drika.
Hey, what is
What's
up?
up? We back.
And another one.
Can you
And
hear us
another
okay?
one.
Yep, perfect.
Good.
Good deal.
Well, it's hot here in Dallas.
It's hot here too, girl. Oh my gosh. And then we had the nerve to go walk the track.
Right, I just came from the park. Me and my friend was having a little picnic.
Ooh, I
Oh,
love
cute.
picnics.
Come
oh my
on.
Gosh.
Not a date picnic, y'all. It was just me and my
We
homegirl.
ain't say that. It's
little-
cute. It was
I'm single.
Just to throw that out there, you know what I'm saying?
Single. Hey, juicers. It's been a minute. What's up?
Yes. What's up? What's up? I don't wait to everybody so far.
We love you guys. We miss you guys. Mwah, mwah,
Yes.
mwah.
Thank you to all the followers too today.
Yes.
Followed from my little
Quick follow.
post. Thank y'all for
Give me a
following.
see. I can see you better. Yeah, there we go. Can you see us okay? Both of us? Yeah, we look good. Hey,
Don't we? Oh.
got my dope face. Y'all make sure y'all go follow T the Barber. Dope face. Probably can't see it. Good.
Yeah,
Just
there you
stand
go.
up.
There you go.
Yes.
Bam.
Had to do some cross promotion. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we do.
We love T, y'all.
Yes, we do. He's amazing.
Also, let me show y'all this candle. Oh my gosh, my friend / coworker, she is selling candles and she will be at the Juneteenth celebration.
Whoop, whoop.
Black-owned business, selling candles. Oh, I forget the name of I'm gonna have to find the name right quick.
Can you guys see this one? This is pineapple sage.
All natural, y'all. When I say smell good,
Oh man, this
burn
one's dope.
forever.
Yeah.
These candles are amazing. Like, y'all gotta hit her up. Let me see if I can find her Instagram.
Yeah. Definitely get
Because-
pineapple sage. It smells amazing.
And you see how I
guys.
used it up already.
Yes, because it smells that good. Yeah.
She will be at Juneteenth celebration as a vendor. So y'all make sure y'all come out and support your local businesses.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
Black-owned business, okay?
Yes.
It's time to
For
celebrate.
us, by us.
Time to celebrate.
Had to
Hey,
Google
time
it.
to celebrate.
But we gonna definitely
I'm
get
gonna find her Instagram.
pink stuff in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're gonna give it a few more minutes and then we're gonna get started.
Okay. I'm gonna look up that name because I just love her candles. I probably should have went to my vendor list.
Honey bone.
Who's in here with us? Hey y'all.
We got no music. in the background.
Boom, chicka, chicka, boom, chicka.
Okay.
I was working
The
on
name
that.
of the candle company is 11 Candle Company. Y'all make sure y'all go follow 11 Candle Company and come check her out. She the truth.
Juke.
What up, Drew? What up, bro? What up,
Right.
fam?
Make sure you hug that man.
Okay.
Right.
Good hug.
Shout out to Jupley Entertainment.
What?
Y'all go follow Jupiter Murphy, Jupley Entertainment, excuse me.
And Jupiter Murphy too. All
Support
that.
Black-owned photography business, a beast in Columbia, Tennessee, and also around.
Yeah, clapping circles.
Trying to stay close, but I feel like my breath.
It's okay, girl. It's all love.
Ooh, intro music.
What? We need the wine. Out of the wine.
You better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Come on, we got a freestyle. We finna freestyle.
It's a
tonight. I know
cipher.
I like freestyle.
Oh, we
on
finna
the low.
cipher
I'm
for
the
y'all.
hype person.
It's a cipher. You ready?
Okay,
Come on. Hey,
if you don't check yourself, you'll wreck yourself.
what?
And who knows what else that can be?
What?
I know I suck. It started off sounding good though.
Yeah.
You better check yourself or you wreck yourself. That's all I got.
We wrapping up the month of May. It ain't Cinco de Mayo. We in here checking ourselves because we don't want to wreck ourselves.
Hey.
It's a mental thing.
Hey.
Not even
We need to
physical,
go
right.
on the track for this one. She
Right.
the best freestyling.
right. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's May. Hey.
And Coast.
We free. June is Juneteenth. We gotta get.
Yay! She said we free.
Gotta
June.
Hey.
free.
That was a bar.
Nope. Maybe we free. No. Maybe we free-ish.
Hey, Ju, you might as well hop on and
Come on, Julie.
right quick.
Come on. Let me see your request.
Come on, Juke.
Y'all know he can freestyle like crazy.
Come on,
Oh,
bro.
But y'all gotta send a request.
Okay, let me see. Ju, hop on right quick so you can freestyle on this beat.
Come on, right quick.
Come on in, bro.
Oh,
He kind of hop off. He's scared. But he could climb.
Oh, that's okay.
It's okay. Next time.
Okay.
He probably had to go jump fresh right quick.
Real fast.
He's not gonna pick for support. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Appreciate that. For sure.
all right. We're gonna get started. Welcome, everybody, juicers. We are back and we are in effect, the ladies of juice. I know y'all been asking about us, y'all been missing us. We are back. Hey, welcome back to the Self Before You Wreck Yourself episode of this live broadcast on IG. If you haven't done it already, if you need to share, like, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at JuiceAssist. If you're not following us, what are you doing? If you're not telling your friend, what are you doing? If you're not mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your uncle, your aunt, everybody, what are you doing?
Period.
Period.
Let them know.
support us. You see, we out here trying to advocate for the community. We out here trying to do great things for y'all. Bring unity, bring peace, bring happiness, bring events, bring it all. We're trying to partner. So put our name out there, help us out. But again, we are back here. Juice Assist, the ladies of Juice. You got me, your host, Drika. You got my co-host, Jay Lee, and the founder of Juice, and the ambassador of the Juneteenth of Columbia, Tennessee.
Yes.
And you got my girl, Jay. We are here and we are in effect. So welcome all of y'all. We thank all of y'all who followed today. Thank you for following and just supporting. We appreciate it all. We definitely have something in store for you tonight. It's something very in-depth. It's personal. It is mental health month. We're just wrapping it up. I know you hear us talk about it a lot, but it's so important. And we just want to here and there. So, you know, if you got more topics for us, hey, just DM us. Like we tell y'all all the time, just DM us and we will gladly create an episode. But right now, we just gonna wrap up this month of May, which is the month of mental health awareness. So we got something exciting in store for you. It's not gonna be anything lecture. We're not gonna lecture you or anything like that. We're gonna make this fun. It's gonna be personal. It's gonna be private. It's gonna be raw. It's gonna be in depth. So we really hope y'all tune in, share our page, Juice Assist, just share it out there. And I do want to put out a warning. This episode might consist of explicit content of personal testimonies that might consist of suicide and things of that nature. So please be aware of that. So if that's a trigger for you, I would ask that you maybe want to tune out and maybe come back later when you're prepared to hear things like that. So I just want to give you. So just to start off, ladies, what's up? What have y'all been up to?
Hey, whole bunch of living, whole lot of work.
Yes.
Okay. On the grind. I just recently got a new job, so really just trying to manage my new job with my already existing life, already existing businesses. So it's been kind of hard. I've been struggling a little bit, but I've been making it. So very thankful to be here though.
Amen. Same with me. New career, new journey. Thank God. I am very grateful. He's awesome. So, and learning to balance freedom, if that's even a thing, you guys, because when you're so used to constantly being on the go, and so when you're finally released from something and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do with myself because I've never experienced this before. So filling up that free time with the right things. So ultra positive things. And I'm a very optimistic person. People can tell you about me, like, hi guys, that's me. That is me. So that's what's been going on. And I'm ready for this free summer. I'm so excited.
What about you, Drake?
As far as for me, it's summertime. School is out. I got a week vacation, but I ain't going nowhere.
Right. That's okay.
Nothing new.
Vacation, honey.
Yes. I'm glad school's out as far as before my son goes. So I ain't got to worry about that because it's been here for that school he was in. But, you know, as far as for me, myself, and I, nothing much new, except for I am a new dance line coach. So I will be teaching the youth of Madison, Alabama.
Congratulations.
Yes. To teach those girls dance. So if you're ever in Madison, Huntsville on a Saturday, or y'all play our team, you'll see me out there counting 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey. I need to go on and throw Julie out there with you.
Okay.
I'm telling you, come on out here. Y'all know I love dance. But all right. Hold on. Hold on. Technical difficulties, y'all. All right. So let's kick off. So I just want to start off with a fact for y'all. Again, this series, well, this episode, because we're wrapping up the month of the month of May, excuse me, which is mental health awareness month. So to start it off, I just want to provide y'all with a fact and tell you that 1 in 5 Americans suffer from mental health issues. 25 suffer from serious mental health issues, which is like bipolar, schizophrenia, stuff like that. Serious stuff. And you know, when you think mental health, it's not just depression, it's not just feeling sad, it's not just those serious things. It's a lot of, it could just be as you not being able to cope with life, not necessarily in depression. You just cope. So it's causing you to cripple yourself from taking risks, cripple yourself from is taking a leap of faith, starting a business, things mental. It's all you have to encourage yourself, motivate yourself, find a mentor, find a community of people. That's my thing. I'm all about people. People really inspire me to see someone do something. It inspires me to want to push harder. And that's why I value community and groups of people rather than just one person. I do value one person's advice because, of course, you know, you got your wealthy people, your business owners and things, and they are very valuable to your life. But to see me, like, for example, the gym a lot, and I can't work out at home because I have to see people put hard for the same goal I'm pushing for. And that's my mental. I feel my mental thing is I won't allow myself to work out at home because I will mentally check out. And I'm at home, I'm comfortable, I don't see anyone around me pushing toward no goal environment. So I mentally check out. I become lazy. So I have to push myself out of that comfort, even if I'm dog tired, and go to the gym and see these people lifting weights on the machines, doing their thing, pushing for a goal, so I can be inspired. So that's, you know, that's what I mean. So I want to start off with saying, you know, we'll start with Jaylee. Could you carry a lot of hats? So how do you check yourself?
For me, I'm all about self. Like, let's see, I do wear a lot of hats. Yes. When I start feeling down or getting beat up, I mean, I literally just checked out. I just checked myself the other day. I think I want to say I rely on my ancestors, to be honest. It's weird to say. I'm a very spiritual person though. I started looking at what all my people have came through, you know, how much they overcome, how much, you know, fight they put in within their own lifespan. And I'm just like my grandmother visited me in my dream. And I know, like I said, I'm a little queasy, a little, you know, different. But I literally go back to like the past. I'll go and reevaluate myself consistently. Like, okay, you done been broke before, you done been without a car before, you done been without lights, everything. Like, this is nothing compared to what you've already been through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now I really get down on myself, especially recently because I got a new career. It has been so hard trying to manage my time. Like, literally been focused on the career only, and everything else is just in the background, you know, which is why we've been kind of absent. But it's just like I had to like really reevaluate myself. Like, hey, why did you start this? Like, what did you do from the jump? Like, what made you create Juice? What made you start Juneteenth? And I had to go pull that out of myself. And I got motivated from a hug from my grandmother, y'all. Oh, I kid you not. In my dream, it felt so real. That's why I'm like, I kind of rely on my ancestors, because when she hugged me in my dream, it felt so, I woke up in tears because it felt so real. And after that, I was just like, oh, I got this. I can do it. She did it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let me get everything in order. Let me just start knocking stuff out, make a to-do list and kill it, you know? Just do what you normally do. Overcome. That's That's really how I check
Okay.
myself. Yeah. Because I
So
was wrecking
Vanessa's
myself.
like a
for real.
spiritual.
I was just like, oh my God. What you say?
Yeah, you were.
I can't.
I said, yeah, you were for a second.
Yeah, I've been.
I was like, so.
MIA.
Yeah, I said, so basically, you tend to lean on a spiritual type connection to motivate you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I lean on a spiritual connection with God, my ancestors, and then what I've already been through. Like when I look back on what I already done been through, it's nothing compared to what I'm facing right now. And it's like so motivating because I'm like, hey, you done beat all of this stuff, and look how far you come. You was a poor girl on East 8th Street. I'm like, come on now.
Look at you now.
This is nothing compared to what you've been through. Like, you got it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I can't even look at other people. I have to just look at my own life and be like, hey, this is it. What do you want? Why did you do it? I start questioning myself, reevaluating my life, and just move forward.
Yeah. That's what's up. What about you, JP? Well, how do you check yourself?
Girl, there's several ways.
Okay.
I strongly believe in prayer. I too am very spiritual. Like Jesus is my best friend. Okay, like we like this, y'all. So when I have those down moments, I do ask myself, like, wait a minute, like, remember who you are. Who am I?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a child of God. And what does God say? God says I'm chosen. He says I'm loved. He says that he'll give me strength. He'll never leave me nor forsake me. And then I surround myself with people that I can truly rely on and depend on, that I know are going to tell me the truth, whether I like it or not. And they're not going to sugarcoat nothing with me. So when I go to them and be like, hey, XYZ, and they'll let me know, like, yeah, JP, you tripping. Like, you need to stop doing that to yourself because that's not healthy. And you're really discouraging yourself to go forward. And it's like, oh, I needed that. Thank you so much. Because I am a critical person. I am my own worst critic. Like, I don't need society beating me up because
I got it.
I do it very well. But I have learned not to do that. I've learned to accept grace and know that I am going to mess up. And I know that I'm not perfect. So I have learned to depend on others, like to tell me, like, well, not solely depend on them, if you get what I'm saying. But it's like a equal codependency. Like Jaylee might need to encourage me and I might need to encourage her, but in this together. And it's not no girl, no, like I ain't you know, sometimes I go to somebody and I just need them to listen. And like Jaylee said, I think of my mom a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what did my mama do? Like, my mama done been through a lot. Like, Mom, what did you do? You know, like, how did you get through this? Like, how did you make it? You know, so oftentimes I'll go to my mom's site and I'll just eat breakfast with her and just talk to her and be like, Ma, yo, Dad tripping, Mama, like, and that's messing with me because that's my only parent that's alive, and I love my dad. So if I can't go to my dad, then I go to the one above, you know, and then I got the Ladies of Juice, so it's community for me. And then I go in and check myself mentally and be like, girl, this ain't you. This don't sound like you. Like, this is not you. Like, you don't talk like this. Like, girl, no, get it together. You know, even if I stand in there and be like, get it together. And so that's how I check myself. And I know this sounds goofy, you guys, but
I swear, I feel like mine sounded all weird. Like, I talked to my ancestors.
Yeah, like, this who I is. This is who I am. So however you guys check yourself, my thing is, like, I do it every week because my weeks are not the same. I might have a cool week, I might have a hectic week, but I have to check myself every day to be like, you good, you straight, You
Yes.
find, okay, you're feeling overwhelmed. Like, what are we gonna do with this overwhelming feeling? So that's what I do.
Right. And I'm sure there's people there that can relate to each one of y'all ways of how to check yourself before you wreck yourself. I mean, people have their spiritual connections to their ancestors and their past loved ones, and people have their spiritual connection to God, of course, and just community, like you said. And like I said, for me, it's community when it comes to checking myself. God, like you said, we are so hard on ourselves, but that's human nature. So you are hard on yourself. Think that is such a bad thing, because I mean, that's the only thing that's really gonna push yourself is to critique yourself. Because if you just like, whatever, I just let it.
Good.
Yeah.
Nothing's wrong with me.
Yeah, you're not critiquing yourself. You're not hard on
You
yourself.
gotta be real
then,
with
I
self.
mean, right. People only gonna give so much into you and invest into you. For those that don't really invest into people, I mean, you're gonna have your friends and they only can push you so much till you're gonna make them feel defeated for you. And then they're gonna be like, you ain't checking yourself, you don't see no light at the end of the tunnel. It's just all right. It's always hopeless. It's always dark, and you just can't live life like that. You're gonna reach those moments all the time.
Yes.
Be life. Yes. Life be life, and all
life be life.
Yeah.
Don't think anything wake up on this earth that it's just gonna be like, oh, that was easy, that was breezy, beautiful.
Come on.
No, it's not.
I got my baby on there. I'll be like, hey, you can't think the world. Like, she like, oh, you said you was on. I say, look, life be happening. Okay.
Life.
She be hitting me with, that's life. That's life. I'm like, yep, you're right.
You have to accept the obstacles that come your way. You have to accept the trials and tribulations come your way, and you have to. That's where you can, because a quote for today is "Life be life," and
okay.
Don't ever, ever, ever give up. Don't ever give up. No matter how hard you hit rock bottom, no matter how much you feel defeated, do not give up. Do not.
Yes.
Giving up means taking yourself out of this world.
Yep.
You have a purpose. You have a meaning.
Yes.
Whether you're making a meaning to yourself, someone, or the world. Don't think, don't let social media influence you. Social media is not real. Only there's a small percentage on what social media and what is real on social media. Don't be influenced by someone over in DR on a freaking kayak with a beautiful scenery behind them, living their best life, and thinking, you're 35, why aren't you living your best life right now?
Right.
That is a snapshot. That is a snippet of a video. What's going on? You don't know if it's a green screen or what the case may be. So don't let that get to you, because I am a victim of that. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm 34 and I feel like I should be here, and why am I not at this point in my life? All my friends have this and that and this and that. And if you are a follower of Transformation Church like I am, he is doing a series on cuffing, and the series last Sunday was cuffing to comparison. Stop comparing yourself to people and people of the world. You are made different, whether you believe in God now, in God or not. Don't compare yourself, because you are made as who you are, and you only can do what you can. As long as you're putting forth effort, period, to do something and make a change in your life, you're doing something. It's going to be hard, and you just have to keep remembering. But feel inspired that you are trying and that you have not given up, because again, y'all gonna hear me say this 1,000 times to this episode. Life be lifing.
Come on.
So with that being said, I want to add as well that many factors can lead to mental illnesses. Your genetics, You know, unfortunately, you know, whoever
Yeah.
you're born to, they may have some
Mhm.
stacked up genetics that you
Yep.
might inherit.
DNA is strong.
Right,
It's strong, you guys.
right.
Yeah.
Like I know I used to be a
like
case
hereditary.
manager, and I used to be an in-home case manager, and one of my clients inherited schizophrenia. His parents had schizophrenia.
That's messed up, man.
Mhm.
And schizophrenia. So genetics can inherit in that your physical makeup. You know, a lot of people who struggle with their physical, you know, that's something I struggle with, just to have a vulnerable moment that I really don't share. But me being 330 pounds a couple of years, it's still a physical battle for me to see the scale go up. I panic. I have a complete come apart. It is one of my triggers, which is the next question. But it's one of my triggers is my physical. You know, I won't allow myself. I keep saying, you know, I won't go back. I won't go back. You know, I can't go back. You know, that curse breaker. So, you know, that's one of my triggers. But traumatic life experiences, all that is, you know, something that can contribute to your mental health nowadays. But going to the next question, starting with, you know, JP, know your triggers. So what triggers your emotions negatively, and how can you do better in avoiding and handling your emotions?
One that I'm truly struggling with now, you guys, is hearing people talk about me. That's a trigger for me because I was bullied from a very early age, starting in elementary school for being fat girl, you know, a hippopotamus, like, and to hear family talk about me and, you know, and not even trying to hear the conversation, but to like overhear the conversation. And that hurts because you're like, I ain't even did nothing. Like, what have I done for you to talk about me? So that's a trigger to hear people talk about me. So how I'm overcoming that is I immediately ask myself, is it the truth? No, it's not.
Right.
It's not the truth. I know who I am. And I am an accountable person. So if I have offended you, you let me know. I'll take accountability for it and apologize for that. And so I ask myself, like, is that the truth? And it's not the truth. Then why are we worried? Everybody's gonna have an opinion about you. What matters is what my God say about me, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. And what I say about myself. And I know I'm awesome. I am amazing. I'm the bomb.com, you know, you guys. So that's just to hear that, and then not to go into that downward spiral, like, oh man, I gotta go above and beyond to try and please these people. Guess what? That don't work. Because no matter what I have done, they still gonna find something to critique. I can cook the best meal ever, all the favorites, but it's too salty, it's too spicy, it's burnt, it's gonna be something. So it was like, we're not gonna do that no more. We're gonna live for Japera and what she can do. What can I do and what I can control? So I can't control nobody else's mouth, but I can control me. So that's how I check myself, not to listen to the naysayers, not to worry about them.
Right.
Because, baby, if you listen to them naysayers, they will destroy you. Because I'm a living witness. I have allowed some naysayers to destroy me and criticize me. And I tried to live my life for other people instead of living for me, you know? So, and then I have to go into a quiet space. I don't necessarily go into a shell, but I do go into a quiet space and just reflect and be like, okay, who are you? You know, like, I am this, I am that, I am that, I am this. I'm not that. I'm not this. I'm not the cause of this. I'm not the cause or effect of that. Like, I'm just me, you know? So not listening to what they say, it has helped me And it's a process, you guys. It's not gonna happen overnight.
Right.
But it's a process. So yeah, that's one for me.
For me, I would say this was a hard one. When you sent these questions, I kind of struggle with answering this one because I really don't focus on things that put me in a bad place, you know. So I'm always like, whatever, you know, let me just try to get up out of that. But for me, I would say just being unseen or unheard triggers me. So my whole life, I'm a middle child. Y'all know, if anybody out there is a middle child, y'all know there's no love in the middle. Okay. So we don't get recognized for a lot of things. We don't, you know, it's my whole life I have just been overshadowed by my amazing brother. My brother is so amazing, okay? And he's kind of like, when he comes, he's like a whole energy within himself. So it's like, oh, you're Jeremy, you also the sister. Like, yeah, that's me, you know? So, but like, it's just a lot of things. Like, I didn't get picked for a mediator or something in elementary. Like, a lot of times I just got overlooked, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of had me question myself, like, dang, like, who am I? Like, am I good at anything? Like, what's my talents? It just started making me go down this downward spiral of like, questioning who I am, like your parents said, questioning who I am, what I'm good at, my talents, you know, like, who is Jay Lee, you know what I'm saying? So I guess because I don't like to be praised, let me get that straight. I don't like to be praised, but I like for people to say, hey, thank you for X, Y, and Z, you know what I'm saying? Just a quick little recognition. So when someone doesn't recognize me, I kind of start like, oh my goodness, I didn't do something right. I'm not up to par. I'm really not nothing, basically. So that would be my trigger for sure. It's just being unseen or unheard, I would say.
Unseen and unheard. Okay, I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy that you say you felt inferior to Jeremy, because it's like I see the complete opposite. I guess
yeah,
better or whatever, that I don't know. I see more praises to you than I see to him. But I do notice I'm into town, everybody's like, hey, Jeremy.
Yes. And he's amazing. It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm even like, Jeremy. So.
But I what I see is the same thing to you. So it just blows me that you don't see that, because it seems like everybody I know, especially from college, I know because of you. And it's like, even to this day, people be like, and I'm like, oh yeah, they be like, who is your friend? Or blah blah. I'm like, oh, I'm good friends with my best friend is Jay Lee. Oh, I know her, yeah, you know.
See, college was my breakaway time though. That's when I was able to go make my own life and make my own name for myself, you know. Even with coming back to Columbia, like my brother even said, now he like, shoot, I have to say your name to get a haircut from people, you know. Like the tables have turned, you know, but it's still during those times it put me in a bad place, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, I'm like, I can't. There's no way I could live up to Jeremy, you know what I'm saying, or to anything at that point, because I was getting overlooked like in elementary school to be like, you know, the little people that be outside, like, you know, they had a little vest on and they'd be like, hey, pull up right here, and they open the doors for your
car rider line.
Yeah, the little car rider line.
Oh, look, crossing guard and car
for that. Jeremy is awesome, Avery. Thank you. But yeah, so like I didn't even get picked to be like a little, you know, person to say, hey, welcome to school today.
Right. Good morning.
Stuff like that sticks with you, okay? Like I had to go make my own life, you know, and it's been working out so far. But even now, like if somebody, and it happens more so with my loved ones, it's kind of like, you know, dang, you can't even say thank you. Like I didn't do it. I'm not good enough for you, or like what, you know. It's hard sometimes. I get pushed back.
Always people we look for validation in the people that we love the most.
Yeah.
That's what you know, we want to make our family proud. We want to be the out. We want to make sure you're seeing, hey, I'm making something of myself. I'm
like,
trying.
Look at me.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Check me out. Hey.
You know, I'm
Exactly.
better than what you wanted, what you had for yourself. Because that's what our parents and our adults and the elders want for us. They want us to be better than what they were. Even if they are successful, they still want us to be better. So we look for but I feel like they forget to validate those feelings like, hey, you doing, great. But it is hard. I mean, if you're not their child.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see you. Or awesome job and blah, blah, blah. So, But I do want to go back to you, JP. So I know you mentioned bullying and things like that. So I want you to share, a time that you were broken because of your bullying, that you did forget to check yourself and forget to catch that trigger and that you hit a low.
Okay, so this is my quick little testimony, guys. So from, I think, middle school, I want to say maybe like 6th grade, I started having thoughts of suicide because it was just that bad. Like, it was terrible at E.A. Cox Middle School.
E.A. Cox still a beast.
My gosh, like, the children was ruthless. And like, I can, walk down the hallway and kids would be like, it's an earthquake. And when I tell you guys, like, the hallway would be crowded at E.A. Cox. They would fall out, like, kids would just fall out when they would see me coming. And, that's painful when you're like doggone 11, 12, like, 12 going into middle school now. So that was hard. And, I would write like little letters and stuff, and hide them in like a shoebox. I would hide them in a shoebox. And I would just, write little letters and stuff like, today was a hard day. So I journaled, I suppose, then about that. And then it was 7th grade that we had like this mediation group, I can't remember. And some of the very same people that bullied me were a part of this group. And it was my guidance counselor that informed my parents, because at home I was a different child. At home I was like, everything is awesome. I'm happy-go-lucky kid at home. But at school it was just different. And so my mom and dad did not know that I was writing these letters, because I didn't portray, that something's going on. And so when I, confided into my guidance counselor, that I had thoughts of wrapping a sheet around my neck and jumping out the window. That's when my parents got involved in middle school. And, we talked and I was like, Mom, I'm okay. And so we had a meeting with all those bullies that bullied me. And they were just, the reasons, you guys, so retarded, okay? Just dumb. You're too nice. Like, you don't speak up for yourself. So they give you the right to say what you say about me. But that's fine. And then as I got into high school, I was known to be a fighter. I was known
with the bat.
With the baseball.
Not that.
Hey, girl. By high school, I was tired. I was like, you want this problem? So by high school, I was known to be the crazy one. Like, oh, JP's so sweet, but don't get on her bad side, because she will beat you up. You remember that time she brought the bat to school twice? You remember that fight? You remember when she did XYZ? You remember that? And I didn't like that, because that wasn't me. That was so not me. I'm like, dang, man, I went from being bullied to the crazy one. And then when I got to college, that's when the suicidal thoughts really increased. They were awful. Like, on the outside, it can be sunshine, you guys. And I can just remember feeling so dark on the inside. And I'm gonna try not to cry. And I just remember feeling so empty
Mhm.
during that time when I was in college. Like, I remember feeling helpless. I remember feeling like nobody loved me. I just felt bad, you know, and them thoughts of suicide was just like coming daily. Like, you might as well go and take yourself out. Don't nobody care about you. You might
Ooh,
as well
that's how
do
it
it.
gets you too.
Yep. So I lived with my niece in Chattanooga. And she was my sunshine. Like, Ariana can come in the room and it just light up, and I'm like, oh, it's sunny. Like, yes, my baby. And then she can leave, and it's like all dark again. And so in the wee hours, over a span from middle school to, I want to say, like the age of 25, 26, 27 in there, because I'm now 34. I have tried to commit suicide about 21 times. I have tried cutting myself. I have tried drinking alcohol poison. I have tried pills, anything to just get rid of. I gave up, you know, because I listened to them voices. You ain't worth it. You ain't worth nothing. Your family don't love you. You might as well just kill yourself. If you kill yourself, then they'll love you. You're gonna be gone, but then they'll love you. Then they'll remember you. Like, you might as well just go and do it. So I thank God because He delivered me from those thoughts. And every time that I tried, it was a no. Not yet. It's not your time. This is not for you. You're gonna make it. You're gonna be fine. Like, you are stronger than that. So, and it's real. Like, suicide is real. And
it's so easy to
it's,
get there.
It's
you know,
easy, very easy, very easy. I remember one time, the guy that I was seeing, I forgot, he had did something really petty, but it took me to the point of, oh, he don't care about me. The first guy that I've been intimate, he don't care. Let me go and kill myself. Let me go and just get it on out the way, over, and I won't have to deal with these things anymore. So, and it took my mama, like, every time I had one of those episodes, my mom would call me and she'd be like, Japera, are you okay? And I'd be like, yeah, Ma, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm straight, Mama. I'm good to go. She'd be like, no, you're not. You're not fine. And that was nobody but God who would send my mama to me and remind me who I am. You are loved, Japera. You got this. He's with you. And it's like, okay, Ma, I can do this, you know? So,
shout out to the angels of the world.
Amen. Okay. Okay. Especially to our mothers, and to strong women, period. Okay. So, but I had to overcome that. I had to fight that and ask myself, do you really want to be here? Do you want to be here? Don't you want kids? Don't you want a family? Don't you want a husband? Don't you want to be this? Don't you want to have this? Like, if you kill yourself, how are you going to accomplish those things if you're in the ground? Like, how are you going to accomplish becoming an artist? How are you going to become a chef if you're gone? How are you going to do that if you're gone? And it was those things that helped me and reminded me, like, yeah, I got this, you know. And it was started speaking life into myself. Like, I am loved. When them thoughts would come, you're not loved. Yes, I am. My mama loved me. My daddy loved me. This, they love me. My little dog loved me. So, and I can laugh about that now, but a while ago I could not. I could not laugh about that because it was real, and it was very toxic, to the point that sometimes I would think about driving off the cliff, coming from Chattanooga, right on into a mountain. Yeah. So, and for me, I did not get professional help, and I feel like I should have, but then I did not know where to go to get professional help, to get counseling, to talk to somebody. I just knew I could talk to my mama. And I knew I had a praying mama. And that was what helped me, like the fact that I had my mama, and she was in my corner, and that was the most important thing that helped me overcome suicidal thoughts as well. And just being reminded that you are loved.
Do y'all think that, even though you overcame those thoughts, do you think it's still necessary to get help?
Yes.
Like seek professional help
Mhm.
still? Just to
Because
maintain?
even now, even though I'm 34, now that I know to mute them thoughts, even now in some of the things that I have been through, like when my mom passed, that part
Trigger.
of me, yes, that was a trigger. My mom passing, that was a half of me died too, and suicide came back, and it was like, well, she's gone, so now I'm about to go because I don't have that support no more. So what's the point of living? Because my mama is gone, my rock is gone, my glue is gone. Like the one that I can pick up the phone and be like, hey, Mom, I need to talk to you. I need you to pray with me. Mama, I don't know what to do. It hurt. It hurt that she, had to go home. So that came, and I was 31 when that thought came, and I was depressed for a year, you guys. I was depressed for a year, and I had to overcome them thoughts again. Like, no, I know better now. I know that that's just a thought. That's a whole lie. Okay, that's a lie, because I have a purpose. Like Drika said, we all have a purpose of why we are here on this earth. Our purposes are different, but they all intertwine in some shape, form, or fashion. So that helped me. Like, no, you're here for a reason. He didn't let you do it them other times, so he ain't gonna let you do it this time. So yep. So and I should have sought help then, but I didn't. So instead, I started praying, and he filled me up. Like, it was explosive. Like, he truly filled me up. You guys, I cannot express this enough. Jesus is awesome. Like, he is amazing. Like,
it's our superpower.
He truly came in and filled those voids in my heart for my mom, and it's not so painful now. I don't. Them thoughts, they don't come no more. And then when they do, I'm like, hold up, what? The elbow.
That's so funny.
I appreciate you sharing that, JP, because I know so many people can relate to that. I mean, just look at, for example, when Whitney Houston died. I don't know how long afterwards, but Bobby Christina felt so lost without her mama and went out to sea.
Yep, she did.
So many people, deal with that, and I could only imagine, how traumatic that is to lose your mama.
Yeah.
You have disconnect and hate for your mom. If you lose your mom, that's a hard hit. And not to discredit the dads in your life too. I mean, that's a hard hit as well. When that's the only parent. Even if you have step parents, those are your biological parents in some way, in a form. You have a connection to them. You have a love for them. You have a respect for them. No matter your relationship with them, you as their child have a connection to them, emotionally and mentally.
Yes.
And even if they get on your last nerve, okay,
you still love
very last nerve. You only got one. That's what Carla told me, and I've been holding on to that every time my mama be. I'm like, okay, she's my only one. Let me be cool. Give me the words to say, Lord. And I still fail, but we bring it back. I make sure that love's still there. I make sure love wins in the end.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You got kids out there, teach your kids, be kind to your kids.
Yes.
Yes. Be respectful. They deserve respect too. You can parent your kids and raise your kids and still provide them with respect as a child.
Mm-hmm.
They need
Yeah.
to understand what respect is. So
And I had to learn that the hard way because I didn't grow up like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? No.
Right.
But I had to learn that this child is something different. Like, my baby don't play. She is demanding respect. So I'm gonna give it to her because that's what I felt like I lacked, as a child growing up.
Right. I think that's for most of our generation. Our parents weren't raised like that, so they didn't. A lot of it provide us with respect. It was, I say what I mean what I say. You gonna do what I say,
and you gonna do it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
But hardly.
Yeah.
Or whatever y'all's punishment was, timeout, games taken
I
away.
got that. I got a whooping with us.
Right.
Vacuum cleaner, hose, brush,
Right. Anything close.
broomstick.
Shoes flying at your head.
Oh, definitely a shoe. Like, okay, like my dad's thing growing up was, I'm not your best friend, pal.
Right. Ain't your little friend.
It's like,
I saw
okay,
a meme like that. They was like, the meme was like, side note, I know I'm like, I digress. So the meme was like, oh, what happened to all that? I ain't your little friend. My mom used to always say, I ain't your little friend. And now she want to call me all the time. She be like, and I'll be like, no, I ain't your little friend, remember?
Don't forget what you said. Remember when you had said.
Because you know how you grow up and you be like best friends with your mom. And yeah. Now what?
Definitely teach your kids about bullying, because I can definitely relate to Japera and her experiences. Bullies, of course, being overweight. Y'all gotta tell y'all kids, it's a lot of overweight kids out there. They gonna see them. You don't fall on the ground because they coming through. I used to get called Big Bertha, and I used to be hurt. And I had the, same experiences, feeling suicidal and stuff like that. And I think the person I called moments of just that low point was Jay Lee. She probably don't even remember knowing Jay Lee. but I called Jay Lee when I knew she, and I called her, but it was because I was overweight and felt hopeless, felt invisible. And
girl, what I say?
Girl, I don't even think he was paying attention or took me serious. I don't even remember like traumatic events for me. I remember like snippets. It's almost like like one of those. Like I remember little snippets, but I remember calling you. I was sitting on my bed calling you. I had my, I had a knife, and I had it, at my wrist. And I called Jay Lee, and I think you were in the living room with your mom and your brother talking and stuff, whatever. And I was like, I can't anymore.
I think we all talked to you that night too. Didn't we all like talk to you?
I don't remember. I don't remember my whole story. I just remember that moment. I only remember just looking at myself.
I remember bits and pieces. I feel like everybody said something to you that day.
I don't
like even my mama and my brother. I can't remember.
I think y'all was just saying, just pray. I remember your mama said, just pray, just pray.
I knew she said something. Cause I'm like, I know my mama said something.
Just pray. I think I do remember her saying, just pray. It's gonna be all right, blah blah. But it was all because I was being bullied and I felt invisible to men. Because I was in college and whatever. Just being overweight, being bullied and that stuff. So, we have our stories, we have our low points. So yeah, teach our kids, because going to our next fact, 20% of our youth have mental health conditions, and with 1 in 10,
that's a lot.
Experience a period of major depression. They do go through no matter what we think. Kids don't go through this. They don't go. Kids are mean. Y'all kids. Y'all kids are mean. So you have to, especially nowadays, it's just a different level.
Yeah.
They on a different, new level.
Yeah, like it's like
they are,
what?
It's reckless. They are really reckless. They don't know. They combat gosh, I can't even know how to say it, but they are opinionated. They are opinionated, and they going to test or whatever. So yeah, just teach your kids. But going to our last, question, what do you think major impact on people mental health and society, especially Black culture, has it gotten better? Have we gotten better at helping ourselves nowadays and helping our youth?
I feel like it's more acceptable now. I feel like it's talked about more now because back in the day, we didn't talk about no therapy and going to, it was like, hey, doctors are not for Black people. That was always preached to us as a child and all that. So it was like, hey, don't go talk to nobody about your problems. Talk to God,
Yep.
So now I feel like it is there's more awareness out there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as us taking actions to actually help ourselves, I got mixed feelings with that one. Because I feel like we now have the resources and we know the resources that's out there. I don't think we're taking advantage of them full,
Right.
Right. I think we got some work to do on that.
Yep.
But there has been, I think it's way better than what it used to be because there's more people who do go to therapy and who's okay to talk about their feelings and everything. So there's a lot of growth.
Yep. It has. I have learned that we are more acceptable in the Black community of like, it's okay to get some help. Like that, it is okay to get some help. That's okay. Jesus used a psychiatrist too. Okay, like if you're not comfortable speaking to that family member or that best friend, because we all have some things that we just don't take to the grave with us. Okay, but if you need to, and me too,
nobody gonna know
to go to that safe space, then you have it there with a stranger. Because sometimes it is easier to talk to strangers because they don't know you. They're not gonna judge you. Like, is you ever gonna see them again? Like it's just safer. It's more comfortable sometimes, especially when you hit it off with that stranger. You be like, oh my gosh, I could just
like you too.
Like I could just talk to you for hours. Let's exchange numbers. Like that's happened to me a couple of times. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And so I feel like we could do better with our kids. Being in the elementary school system and being just with kindergartners and pre-K kids, they are sponges and they soak up a lot more than we think. And some of the elementary kids that I had the pleasure and honor of being their teacher for a day, I could recognize like this child is not getting attention at home, or this child,
you can tell they're lacking.
Yeah, you can definitely tell what they're lacking. And it's like, wow, and it's like, and that wasn't just Black kids, that was all walks of life in the classroom. Like it was like, okay, we need to do better with our babies, because one day they're going to be adults just like us. Right. Like they gonna be our age one day too, and they gonna have children of their own, and we need to do better as a whole, as humanity. We need to do better with our kids, because 20%, that's a lot for children.
And I work in a school system too, so, and I've noticed that like they love quality time. Like,
yes.
Oh my God. If you just look at them and say, hey, I like your shirt, I like your shoes, they're like, oh my gosh, you're my friend.
Yes.
I love you.
Yes. That makes
like,
their day.
Just giving them that motivation and that encouragement throughout the day, and then playing a game with them. Like it be the smallest things that makes their day. And I'm just like, oh, this is like so heartwarming.
Yep. And it makes you feel good too. So I feel like we need to do better with our kids. Like we need to be watching out for the red flags in them, know, because especially if they're in like a situation where they're with mom for a couple of days and then they're with dad for a couple of days, and if mom and dad not on the same page, and mama exposing baby to whatever, or dad exposing baby to whatever, or not even that, they may be with their grandparents and they're getting exposed to one thing at granny and granddaddy house, And then when they go back to mom, it's like reset button. Like now I'm exposed to this. So it's just we have to be careful of what we do and say around our children, because I'm gonna tell you one thing. I ain't never ever heard some kindergartners call each other out their names like I did on one particular day. And baby boy meant it when he was like, bitch. And I was like, hey, wait a minute. Do you know and he kept saying it, bitch. I was like, hold, little boy, do you know what you saying? You know, and he meant it.
Yeah, he knows too.
But, and that's the thing, like, you know exactly what you saying.
Yeah.
I mean, he was all up in Buddy face. He was like, I was like, oh, wait a minute.
They finna fight.
Yeah. I was like, hey, you two in the hallway right now. We're going to talk about it. Come on. And I had to, you know, like stoop to their level and be like, I don't want to never, ever hear you say that ever again. That's so.
Look a little bit. I was like,
it was so nasty. I was like, no. I mean, girl, them teeth was showing everything. I was like, oh, Lord.
He meant that with his soul.
With his whole heart, he meant it. And so,
with his chest.
yes, like that hurt. And it's like, okay, we got to do better, you know, like as a whole. But I mean to get off topic there. So,
we be digressing a lot.
yeah, so, but as a community, even as that aunt, we're part of a village too.
Yeah.
So as aunts and cousins and that person that our babies look up to, like it's up to us to set that good example, you know, like even if they're not getting it, because they're gonna remember it, and they remember it in that moment. When they get older, they're gonna remember, you know, Auntie Drika said da 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 da. And I remember when Auntie J Lee, you know, was this way. And I remember when Auntie JP was like this. And you know, like,
yeah,
be that role model, you know, be that one to be different, dare to be bold, be different.
And another thing with that, y'all parents, be aware of our family members taking a toll,
yeah,
being influences on your children. Because I can recall a certain one of my aunties. She was just so rude and just mean to me, and I could just tell
I had a cousin
her favorites at all. Still not till this day, but I don't care now. But you know, things she's certain things, like nice things on Christmas or their birthday, and I get some sweatpants. You know, just, or she would say something dirty to me, like, or, you know, since I was big, of course, you know, she would call me big, or you too big to do this.
yeah.
You know, I know after me on Facebook. So, you know, just be aware of y'all close relatives and how they treat y'all children. She was ready to go after my other auntie because they was on different sides. You know, they were ready to go at it about me. But, you know, I was like, you know, don't even worry about it. It's whatever. But yeah, just be aware of y'all folks. Folks, you know what your folks saying to y'all. You know, just watch it, because they have an influence. Don't just brush it off. I used to always to hear, oh, well, that's just how they are, or you know, no,
we don't take that.
Do not say that. That is the worst thing to say. Oh, that's just how, you know, how your such and such is, or you just know. No, because it's hurtful to that.
Yes,
they don't know how to comprehend that adult that you for years, you know, for a couple of years. So check your folks before they wreck your children.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
That part.
But I want to be respectful of everybody's time. You know, we appreciate y'all coming. We're going to wrap this thing up.
Yes.
You know, so we definitely want to touch on some. Then we're going to have JP wrap this up. And then we're going to have J Lee tell us some events, exciting events coming up next month. Ready?
All right.
If you ain't there, you square, and I'm bullying you about that. If you're not there, we coming after you. We coming after you live, because we gonna be back talking about it, and if we ain't seen you, if you're a vendor, you ain't registered, we got a problem. We gonna have problems. But yeah, take
Facts.
Oh man. So I do thank you guys for joining us again. And just having this conversation about checking yourself before you wreck yourself. I do want to give out some resources that we can all use. First, I'm gonna give out 5 apps that I think during the quarantine we realized, because we was, the world was shut down, so we couldn't go nowhere. So I'm grateful for these apps. So for those who have PTSD, there's an app called PTSD Coach. For therapy, you have Talkspace. For a fun app, because we all need that from time to time, there's an app called Happify. One for meditation is called Calm. And the next one for learning like coping skills is called Mood Mission. And I will put these in the comments after I'm done. And then another thing is called NAMI. And it's for mental health. And I know we have one here in Columbia. And I know they're in California, they're Tennessee, their NAMI is everywhere. And so NAMI is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And they will definitely help you. So that's NAMI, NAMI. And then if you need to go to a facility, if you need to check yourself into a rehab place, we have centers for that. I know you can go to betterhelp.com and they will guide you on where you can go online therapy. And also, you guys, those that have insurance, check your insurance. Insurance, depending on what kind of insurance you have, it does cover therapy. The first session might be free. The first couple of sessions might be free, whatever your insurance covers. But I would definitely check your insurance and go for it. If you need to talk to somebody, go for it. Don't be ashamed. That's a lie. Don't be ashamed. You go do your thing because it's your life. You have to live for you. And nobody else can live your life for you but you. So check your insurance and see if whatever it may be. And then also sometimes I learned through my insurance with United Healthcare that therapy really isn't all that expensive. It's really $17 the next session. I was like, dang, sometimes you would think oh, that's out of my budget. No, it's not. So just check that. So yeah. So again, thank you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and put in the comments the 5 apps that I named off for therapy and PTSD and happy stuff.
Also, you can go to your local mental health centers. They're most of the time called mental health centers, but don't think they're for crazy people, because I used to work not for crazy people, y'all. No. There's lots of resources there. You can get therapy for as low as $5 a month. You can get in-home case management. If you don't want to go up there, you can come to your home and give you therapy for the low or for free, depending on whatever you got. They have children cases.
Oh, girl, wrong thing.
They have group sessions, day classes. All mental health centers should have all those resources available. They can connect you to resources that you may need, even outside of checking your mental, whether it's your water bill paid or struggling financially.
Where that's at?
All local. That's all local, all over the nation. Your local mental health centers, but they're usually not called mental health. Like ours in Anniston, Alabama, called Highland Health Systems. So, but So just Google that in your area, wherever you at, and see what's your local, mental health center. And they provide all that. Finances, connect you with people. They can, like, I connected my clients to, I work with children. So some of them just needed friends. So I would go find some group function going on and take them there and connect them with friends. So, you know, there's lots of things you can take advantage of with that facility. Just Google it in your area. You also have therapyforblackgirls.com, and you can go and they can pull up specific therapists in your area for that. If you feeling out of shape, go to your local gym. Because we talk about, you know, go to your local gym, get you a partner, go walking, pull up YouTube, do something at home, pick up the water jug, do you some arms just to feel like you did something. You got a baby, pick up your baby and do some lifts or something, you know.
There we go.
If you ain't
Squat
Yes.
and lifting. Squat and lifting.
yeah, it's something you can all help yourself to help yourself, you know, just help yourself.
Come on.
But we're gonna wrap this up. Jay Lee is gonna tell us about the Juneteenth all events coming up. We
Yes.
about the 6th annual Columbia, Tennessee Juneteenth coming to you June 18th, 2022. Please be there. It's gonna be so exciting. We're gonna have fun, games, food, boutiques there, jewelry, vendors, food trucks, kid zones, games, music, dance groups, singers, rappers, you name it, it's gonna be there. So if you
name it.
Right. So if you ain't there, you definitely square. But yeah, take it away, Jay Lee. Give them some more detail about it.
Well, Drika, it sounded like you really covered it all.
I mean, they need to know
over there. I really don't have much else to say. So she really covered everything that's going to be taking place. But we would love to see everybody come out and support the Juneteenth celebration. It will be held at the Riverwalk Park in Columbia, Tennessee, starting at 10 a.m. and we're going to end it at sundown. But like she said, music, live music, dance, rappers, poetry, vendors, kids zone, free food. There's gonna be clothes you can just come and grab, clothes giveaway. We actually are adding a spades tournament. Okay. So it's going down. Y'all know people, we still having the bingo. So y'all, bingo and cakewalk are still gonna be in play.
Where my
Well,
Detroit
we're
people
gonna
at? Boy, y'all better come on,
we're
Detroit.
definitely gonna add a spades tournament, which you guys need to definitely get your teams together because we're only letting a limited amount of people join the tournament. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. Like, and it's all free. It's free to get in. Like, it's free to learn more about what Juneteenth is. Freedom Day, the only holiday that celebrates the slaves that helped build this country.
Yeah.
So it is so important that we keep it going. And we can't keep it going without your support. So if you would like to donate, if you would like to volunteer, anything, please reach out to us directly. You can actually follow us on Instagram, of course, Juice and Sis. But visit our Juneteenth website. It is www.tnjuneteenth.com. You can register to be a vendor, a sponsor, donate, whatever you like to do, however you want to be a part of this celebration. We just ask that you be a part of this celebration.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm
Come on
excited.
out.
It's always a good time. It's always fun. Like,
Yes.
we've been rocking it since day one. So
Yes.
you was actually at the very first one.
Yes, I was. It was amazing. It was beautiful.
And this is
Yeah, y'all are gonna have a good time. So
everybody,
please follow us.
not just for Black people. I want to see my Hispanic.
Yes.
I want to see my white people out.
Come on.
I want
Yes, come on.
my Pacific Islanders out there. Should we make it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do some little hula dancing or something, you know?
Come on.
Come on. Entertainment. We can get all that going. Bring a mariachi band out there. Let's celebrate freedom. Because we all.
Girl, find me a mariachi band, please.
Hey, I would talk to my homegirl Darcy about it. Maybe she knows.
Please find that. I would love to see that out there for
Well,
real.
See,
Huntsville will be in the building.
For
Nashville
sure.
gonna be in the building.
For
Clarksville
sure.
gonna be in the building.
For sure.
We got the Don Adams band that's gonna be playing live for us. So
Yes.
we are excited.
Right.
Now we just gotta get to work. Gotta
And we still will accept some vendors. Just email me at tnjuneteenthvendors@gmail.com. If you're a vendor, you want to sell some food, jewelry, boutique clothing, candles, scrubs, whatever you got, you know, sign up and we will definitely put you on the list after you have paid. Okay?
Yes, we only have a few spots left though, so
Right.
please do it now.
Just a few, you know, so definitely,
Yep.
definitely. But June 18th, 2022.
Yes, and be on the lookout because we have we'll have a volunteer list coming out or volunteer link coming out. So we need volunteers. So be on the lookout for that. That'll be coming out very shortly. So yeah, we're excited. Support Juneteenth.
Whoop, whoop. We out. We out of here, y'all. Y'all, we will be back with a
This is our 6th annual Juneteenth celebration. And
Looks like you lost another one.
Spirit of love over this place will not.
major shout out to all of our sponsors, our vendors, our volunteers, and anyone who has put a hand into the success of this event.
Hey, support Juneteenth.
Greetings. I'm excited to suggest to you strongly that you help us here in Columbia, Tennessee,
Hello,
celebrate
Columbia. I want to
Juneteenth
encourage all of you to come and
2022.
celebrate Juneteenth on Saturday, June 18th at Riverwalk Park in downtown Columbia. Come support your businesses, your vendors, and your local artists. Please help us support this community give back. Support Juneteenth.
We cannot do this without our community. We hope that we make Juneteenth a part of your family tradition.